What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, you guys, how are you? It is so good to be live again, to be doing a video again. I missed y'all, like, seriously missed you guys. If we have absolutely never met before, I want you to know that my name is Demita McGee. You guys, here I am right here. Here's my information. I'm a Christian women's business coach, I'm an author, I'm a speaker. And I am so excited to just share a few minutes with y'all. So thank you so much for watching this broadcast. Listen, before we move forward, I don't know if you are watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, but what I want to make sure is if you are not on YouTube, go over there and make sure you subscribe. There it is, subscribe to my channel. If you are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Okay, make sure, of course, you like and you share this. But listen, if you're the person that wants to know more information about building your business using biblical principle, you want to understand success strategies for financial abundance, but spiritual success strategies, you want to make sure you subscribe because that's what this channel is all about. And then make sure that we are connected via social media. Here, right here, you'll see my website, and you'll also see how you can connect with me on Instagram. I am at the official Demita McGee. So let's dig into a few things. I want you to know that anything I talk about today, feel free. You can always email me at dmcgee@demitamcgee.com. The other thing is, if you are watching any place other than YouTube and you don't want to search, just type in this handle right here, video.demitamcgee.com. That'll get you straight over to my YouTube channel. If you are already on YouTube, what's up, y'all? Make sure you leave any comments because I always want to interact with you. So, what is today about? I wanted to hop on here for a few minutes. I will not be before you long. I actually got a timer in front of me so I don't keep you longer than 15 or 16 minutes, y'all. And so, the purpose of today is I realized that as a Christian women's business coach, I had this amazing speaking engagement last week. Y'all, it was so good. And honestly, I think it is the best talk I've ever given. The best. I went in there with the intention of just giving value. I wasn't looking for clients. I wasn't looking for anything in return. I just wanted to give. And I think having that focused made it even better. And one of the things that I've realized as I'm doing a lot of studying right now is that a lot of people don't even really understand what coaching is. There are so many coaches out there. There's this wave of coaches flooding the industry. And so some people are skeptical about what coaching is, and some people just don't understand what it is. So I want to just lay this thing down real quick. Do you even really need a coach? Because in the world of DIY business, do it yourself, you feel like, of course, you can get where you need to get without having somebody kind of pull you along or guide you along. Do you really need to pay for coaching? Is it really a necessary part of the process? Let me tell you what coaching does, what having the right resources and the right people in your life can do for your business. You can get from point A to point B without a coach. I want to assure you of that. You can do that. But what a coach does is they help you collapse time frames. So without a coach, maybe it's going to take you 5 years or more to see some of the results that you want to see. Trust me, I know. Okay? With a coach, you can collapse those time frames and get there faster. So what's the difference? A lot of people intermingle the words coaching, consulting, mentoring, and they're completely different. So I actually want to give you some details tonight about the differences between the three of these words. Now, we understand, for a lot of people, we understand that mentoring is a relationship where it's almost like discipling, okay? But it's still a little different. Discipling focuses specifically, usually on spiritual matters. But mentoring is where you have somebody who is more mature or advanced or successful, who is taking the time to teach and train someone who is perhaps less mature in a specific industry or area, who may be less successful. They advise them, they give them specific instructions. It's a I look up to you type of relationship. That's what mentoring is. You guys, I have mentors. In fact, today I reached out. I had an opportunity to talk to someone who I wanted to have as a mentor specifically and exclusively for my speaking career. Y'all, she said yes. I was so pumped up. This woman is amazing. She is the queen of speaking. She has been in the industry for honestly a couple of decades, and that's amazing to me. So I was so grateful she said yes. So you do need mentors in your life, okay? Consulting. Consulting, if I was a consultant for a company, y'all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to observe. I'm going to look at some data. I'm going to look at some things. I'm going to take some notes. I'm going to see what the processes look like. I'm going to watch and observe and take detailed, meticulous notes on the systems they have in place. I'm going to look for places where they can improve. Okay. And then I'm going to take some time. I'm going to gather my thoughts together, put them in a nice, beautiful, cohesive fashion, and then present them to them and say, this is how you can get from where you are to where you want to be. Here are my suggestions. And then allow them to put those things in place. So, my notes, for example, I'm going to analyze existing problems and practices, okay? And I'm going to suggest better marketing, better strategies, better systems. I literally can help companies improve their performance and develop future plans. That's what I would do as a consultant. So think about, do you as a business owner, do you need a consultant? Do you need somebody to come in, look at what you're doing and give you better plans? Okay. Do you need a mentor? Do you need somebody who is far enough ahead of you, who has had the type of success that you're looking for to say, this is what you need to do, go do those things? As a matter of fact, the conversation that I had with my new mentor today, she gave me a list of things I need to accomplish. When I talk to her the next time, that list is going to be done. Okay. Coaching. How is it different? This is what makes coaching different. Coaching and counseling are on the same spectrum, but insanely different. As a counselor, a trained counselor, what I would do is you would come to me in a specific state. You may have some things that you are dealing with that you may not necessarily know what the layers beneath that thing are. So we start peeling back the layers and unpacking it. And we go into your past to get you to be able to move forward. Coaching, you guys, it starts from now. We don't go into your past. We start from now to help you hit a specific goal, and we help you with that process. So, coaching is specifically designed to get you from where you are to where you want to be. So, think about this. What is it that you want to do? Where do you want to be in your business? What goals do you have for your business? How successful have you been at getting or achieving those goals? If you've been struggling for a while, if you don't know how to get there, if you don't have any accountability, if you can't trust yourself to get there on your own, that's where a coach can come in play. Now, see, as a Christian women's business coach, I have this added element that's really, really sweet. As a Christian women's business coach, and I think I want to do a video about that later and really dig into it. But overall, the goal is not to focus on where you are and helping you get where you want to be. The goal as a Christian women's business coach is, one, I work with women. Okay. Two, is to help you get from where you are to where God wants you to be. You guys, those are two different places, where you want to be versus where God wants to be. I'll say this, oftentimes they're two different places. They don't always have to be, but oftentimes they are. In fact, there's been a specific thing that God has brought up to me a couple of times, and I just have not done it. And I was talking to my husband today about this program that God once again brought back to me and said, listen, once again, here you go. Okay. And so if I was focused on what I want, I told my husband, it's just so easy to sit behind the computer and do everything online. But that's not the only direction that God is leading me to go. I'm so much more effective face to face. Being able to look somebody in their eye and feel their energy in person, then feel mine, for us to have a different type of relationship. And that is what God is leading me to do. Create in-person experiences and coach people one-on-one and in group settings, but to do it together in an in-person and a physical environment. Well, I've been trying not to do it, just because being behind the computer and sitting at this desk is so much more convenient. And so as a coach, I see where my blind spots are sometimes, right? And as a coach, that's what I do for you. Coaching helps you see your blind spots. The reason they're called blind spots is because you can't necessarily see them on your own. And sometimes you need someone to help you see them, right, without judgment, and help move you forward. And that will also hold you accountable and say, hey, listen, you're giving into imposter syndrome again. Hey, listen, you're doing that thing that you often do again. Now it's time for us to push you forward. So now think about this. Where do you want to be as a business owner? Where do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? You guys, we are at the beginning of another year, but we are almost a quarter of the way through another year. And it still feels like we're at the beginning, but we're almost a quarter of the way through it. Are you anywhere near accomplishing the goals that you set for yourself? Or have you already found yourself pushing your goals back, changing them again, readjusting them again? If that is the case, I want you to think about, what do you need? Do you need a coach? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a consultant? Now, let me be very, very clear. You get what you pay for. Coaching may not be the least expensive option. In fact, mentoring is amazing, right? But you can't waste your mentor's time. One of the reasons you respect them is because they are where you want to be. But a coach, you have to invest in yourself for a coach, and it is an investment. I remember one of the first coaches that I worked with. I remember him asking me a really specific question. He said to me, what's your business goal? I said to earn six figures. I want to earn 5 figures a month, but really I want to earn be a 6-figure business owner. He said, why? And I thought, and the real answer was, because in my mind, when you're a 6-figure business owner, that's when people consider you a successful business owner. He challenged me that day. He said, I want you to think about what freedom looks like for your family. Do you need to earn 6 figures in your business with what you guys being me and my husband, bring into our home collectively, in order for you guys to have the type of financial freedom that you're looking for to begin that process? And I was like, no, we don't. And in that moment, I started really looking at what was success for me. And when I started to pay attention to the numbers, I realized that my coaching income, my coaching revenue, in addition to my husband's salary, together, we were over 6 figures in income. And I did not know before that moment. That was when I realized that earning 6 figures was not, and that's not a bad goal. Hear me clearly. If that's a goal that you have, that's not a bad goal. Okay. But do you have it for the right reason? Has anyone ever challenged you and asked you, what does success really look like for you? So you can hit that goal and then continue to expand your vision. That's what coaching can do. Okay. And so tonight, I really just wanted to spend a few minutes with you guys talking about what coaching is. Do you really need it in order to be successful? And the answer, quite honestly, is no, you don't need it. But if you want to collapse some time zones and you want to get to your goals quicker, if you want to see success a little quicker than you would in the past, if you want to have some accountability where you really don't quit on yourself, coaching is your answer. It really is your answer. And if you are a believer and you're thinking, I really am so focused on what I want and I've kind of lost what God wants me to do, his purpose in this thing, and what you desire to do is get back on the line, and what you really want to do is get from where you are currently to where God wants you to be, well, guess what? Christian business coaching is really for you. And so I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. Remember that you can connect if you have any questions for me whatsoever. Make sure that you reach out to me right here. This is my email address, dmcgee@damitamcgee.com. If you are interested in coaching, I want you to go ahead and I want you to text the word coach, COACH, to this phone number right here, 708-406-9195. Okay. And then we'll just start having a conversation about whether or not I'm a good coach for you and you're a good client for me. All right. Because I love to work with people who set my soul on fire. And so I'm going to come back and we're going to talk tomorrow about what is really the purpose? Like, how do we dig into Christian business coaching? And is it a good time for me to pivot in my business? What does that look like? And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about what pivoting look like for me. Okay. So once again, I want to thank you guys so much. Make sure if you haven't already, you subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Make sure that we connect on Instagram. You can do that right here. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me this evening. And I will see you tomorrow where we dig into some more details about Christian business coaching specifically and pivoting. That's going to be good. Why did I pivot in my business? Was I failing? What was happening? Is it time for you to make some adjustments in yours? We're going to talk about that too. All right. I'll see you next time. Have an amazing night. Bye, y'all.